launch of a foundation from Benefit. This is exciting. This is a beautiful mascara. That was what we just talked about. This is the foundation, which, by the way, on its own sells for $47. We are including a $20 Beautyblender brush, sponge, I should say, for free. It's a $20 freebie. All you need to do is choose your shade, which we'll talk about in a minute. But what this is going to offer you is a beautiful, it's smoothing, it's blurring to the skin, gives you full coverage, but it's still lightweight. So Maggie, do you want to talk about the shades, or do you want to talk about the formulation?
No, I want to talk about the shades first, because that's like the #1 thing that we need to know, okay? So, and so you're going to see the shades here. So you're going to have, these are 10 shades that we offer that we're going to be showcasing here on air. We have 40 shades, everybody. So if you feel like you do not fit into one of these 10 shades that you're seeing right here on your screen, go online and check out the full shade assortment. However, these are the 10 most popular shades. We have fair, light medium, which is more of a neutral. We've got another sort of a little bit of a deeper light medium, and then we have our true medium. Then we have our sort of a medium tan, which is that 22, medium deep, which is the 28, that deep 31, another deep, which is a little bit more warm, the deep 35, and then that beautiful rich, which is the 39. Now, for me, I am in that light medium category, which is that shade 10, but here's what I'm gonna do. Callie mentioned, this is our brand new launch. This is the POREfessional foundation. This is a full coverage, smoothing and blurring foundation. But what I want to show you is what's underneath. I have this on, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be a little, you know, I'm going to show you what's underneath. I'm going to take this makeup wipe and I'm going to remove. Now, if you know me, which I don't think any of you do, because, you know, there's a lot of you out there, I have mild rosacea.
Are you serious right now?
I have mild rosacea. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is the thing that gives me the most, I don't know, not anxiety so much. It just gives me pause every morning, right? If I have had too much wine, if I have had too little sleep, which has obviously been happening when I come here because I flew from California, my rosacea says, hello. Hello, nice to meet you. And I say, okay, well, hi, but I'm gonna cover you up. Now, do you see that redness? Do you see that texture? Watch this. I'm gonna have one little pump here of that beautiful light medium shade in the shade 10. I'm taking my Beauty Blender. This is the original Beauty Blender, the one that you know and love. Thank you, we are so happy to partner with them. This is the preferred method of applying this. And watch this. I'm gonna bounce this onto my skin.
I cannot believe this.
Look at how that is covering. First of all, I haven't even done the other side yet. Look at that.
Whose jaw is not dropped right now?
That. Did you see my nose? She was red. I was a Rudolph for a minute. Like, let's just be really honest.
I was meeting with you up close and personal at a table about an hour ago, and I would have never known.
And that's the thing about foundation. Your foundation should make you feel so confident that you can face anything. So I want you to just know, whatever you are struggling with on your skin, whether it's sunspots, it's redness, it's blemishes, it's scarring, it's whatever it is, this foundation, full coverage, smoothing and blurring, but feels absolutely weightless, okay? I would love to show you more before and afters. We have a couple models to show you, but I promise you, a foundation is it's an emotional product, right? We invest in foundations, we want them to work, we need them to work. This one is incredible.
So
this is
Maggie,
amazing.
I just took this. This is the, it's an 11W. I don't know if this is available. I know there's 40 shades on hsn.com, so you can check to perfect the choice you're making.
Look at that,
but
Callie.
I don't have very good hands. I've got veins and they're blue. I've always got burns and marks. Look at how it covered. Things that I didn't think anything could cover.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. And it's like powdery finish.
Yep.
It's like I got a dry down. It dispenses like this, and I'll show you again. I mean, you don't need a lot.
No,
this one started out thinking I was going to be too light, and maybe it is if during the summer, maybe, but it's incredible.
And it, you know, it has this gorgeous full coverage finish, but again, it is a soft matte texture. This is not a dewy formula. This isn't a glow formula. If you want glow, guess what? We have something coming up later in the show, okay?
Yes, we do.
We have that. But your foundation should dry down like second skin. Now, I want to show you here on Stacey. Now, Stacey is wearing the shade 16. Okay, so that's one of those really beautiful, like medium shades. She's like kind of a gorgeous, like warmth to her skin. Now, I want you to take a look at her before and her after. And I want to tell you, like, thank you, because not a lot of people want to come on TV and show their bare skin.
True.
Because honestly, that's kind of, you know, it takes a little bit of bravery. But, you know, Stacey was like, you know what you can do, Maggie? If you want to, you can even take my makeup off.
Oh,
and I
wow,
said, well,
okay.
girlfriend, you know I'm going to take that opportunity. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to Stacey and I'm going to remove. Now, Stacey, where are your areas of like kind of concern, if you want it? Where would those areas be? Your forehead? Forehead, cheeks, kind of like all over. Okay, fantastic. Okay, sunspots. Did you love going to the beach when you were younger and never wear sunscreen? It's okay. It's okay. We all did it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove her makeup because guess what? This is a fun makeup show, but ultimately sometimes we really need to get down to basics and we need to say, I need something to cover. I'm going to turn your head a little bit. I need something that's going to cover. I need something that's going to blur my pores, smooth my fine lines, and it's going to stay. Callie, you know what I haven't mentioned yet? This is super long wear. This is waterproof claims, okay? So I'm going to turn you to the side. Now you can see that some of those sunspots, a little bit of freckling, some redness coming through. Here's what we're going to do, everybody. We're going to go in with the foundation, and we're going to pull up the shade chart in a second once we go through her demo, because I really want you guys, we're going to take a minute and walk through that shade chart, because that is important to know what shade to order. But this is our newest launch from Benefit, the POREfessional Smoothing and Blurring Foundation. And don't forget, you're getting that Beauty Blender. Now, here's a tip with the Beauty Blender. I want you to run this under the water in your sink and squeeze out the excess. This should be damp. It will almost double in size when it's ready, okay? So that's one tip about how to use this to its best. Now I'm gonna pump, can I use your hand as like a little palette? What I recommend is you pump a little bit out onto your hand, okay? And then you're gonna go in with that Beauty Blender. You see that? Look at how, well, actually, this is gonna be a great demo too. Do you see she has like some sunspots on her hands? I'm just gonna blend this out on her hand. I am going to use this, but
coverage.
Look at that coverage,
and you
okay?
can stretch
Look
that
at
out.
You can stretch it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with that Beauty Blender, and I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to tap it onto her complexion.
Maggie, this is a really good formula.
Isn't it beautiful,
I really,
Callie?
really like it.
Thank
I
you.
think it's because you've incorporated the POREfessional part of it,
That's
which
right.
is that
Look up.
initially it's still a product available singly,
Yeah.
but it's the POREfessional, which is just a primer.
That's right.
So you've added the ability to cover up some of the pores, kind of fill those spaces in and give you that flawless finish.
That's exactly right. So in 2010, we launched a product that Callie's talking about called the POREfessional Pore Minimizing Primer.
I still have it.
Yeah,
I still use it.
It
I
became
still
a
get it
worldwide
regularly.
sensation. Then in 2025, okay, so 15 years later, we decided to incorporate that smoothing and that blurring technology, but into a full coverage foundation. So the thing about full coverage is that maybe you've used a full coverage foundation before, but most full coverage foundations actually accentuate fine lines. They accentuate pores. It's one of the biggest struggles with full coverage foundations. This one battles against settling. It battles against pores. It smooths and it covers like a dream. So look at that before and after.
It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Let's look at the shade chart,
Yes,
because
okay.
I want you to get this before. I know a lot of the shades are limited.
Okay, so these are the 10 shades that are the best sellers. I want to go from fair to rich, okay? So if you burn super easily, you know, you never go out in the sun, you're going to be fair, which is 2. Then we're going to get a little bit deeper, which is light 7, still very, very light. That light medium 10N, that's what I wear, Callie. That light medium again, which is that 15, that's what Stacey was just wearing, okay?
And I would go between that one and the next one,
And the
medium
19N. And again, we're getting a little bit more of a deeper skin tone, but also there's undertones, right? So there's a lot of neutrals in here. That's that blend between the warm and the cool. Then we go into that true medium 22, and then we go into medium deep 28, deep 31, another deep, which is a little bit warmer, deep 35, and then that beautiful rich 39.
So you will also include mica, which is that wonderful, what helps to diminish the look of any kind of the under eye circles.
That's right.
It helps smooth and blur. That's what I know you're going to love so much about this, yet you get full coverage.
Absolutely. So look at these before and afters. Now, this foundation will cover anything. Remember, full coverage that feels ultra lightweight. It has nourishing ingredients, but it's going to smooth and blur the skin. So do you have blemishes? Do you have redness? Do you have all over sunspots, mottling, kind of discoloration? These are things that you need an all over foundation to cover, but we want it to be undetectable.
I want to put this all over my arms.
I mean, me too, like
my
body
neck,
makeup, right?
My neck. Oh my gosh, yes, take a bath.
I know, I know.
So it is here and available. Please continue getting, like I said, we do have 40 shades on hsn.com. We're showing you the 10 most common shades, but very limited on some of the more, universal shades, which is mine, the medium, or the next shade up, medium in the 19. Either way you go, I love that you're getting the $20 blender, a beauty blender included for free, no payment, and all of this is coming to you with free shipping. You've got 30 days to check anything out if you decide against it, or if you want to exchange because you got the wrong color, we do free exchanges. You can ask about that too. This is what Maggie was commenting on, how we're going to help you highlight your best. There's only a dozen apparently in each of the choices of color, so we'll get you those details.
Yeah.